Hey everybody, it's CompHelp. Thank you for watching this video in which I'll be using Sony Vegas to create an effect like this. It's actually very simple, and if you enjoyed this video, if you learned anything new, go ahead and thumb up the video. It really makes a difference. Also, comment, please. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is actually open up Sony Vegas. You're going to need three things: Sony Vegas, Adobe Photoshop, and a video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and open up Sony Vegas here. Alright, and I'm going to make sure my project bin is open so I can drop stuff in here. Now I need to drop my video file in here, okay? I'm going to just click and drag and drop it in there. It's actually a very small file. I'm going to create, put this big full screen here. Alright, now I'm going to double click my video file so I can drop it into the timeline. Alright, I'm going to lower the volume for myself. Okay, now it's just a very short video of me just doing a demo. It's going to be out of focus and all that. And all I did was a really short part of me kind of pausing for a moment, and then I kind of go past the frame. I think this is the one I use right here. So what I'm going to do is stop, go back, and cut right there by pressing S. Click this part of the video, click delete, bring it to the beginning of the video. Okay, let's play it over. And I'm going to cut it right there. Actually, you know what? I want to go look for the part where I want to stop it, which is right here. I'm going to press S again. And I don't think I need the rest of this video. I'm going to delete that, okay? Let's zoom in a bit. Go look for my video here. Let's see what we have. I don't think I have enough, so I'm just going to drag it out so I get some of the bits that I cut out before. And maybe, let's see. Yep, right there, that's what I want. Okay, I cut out everything I don't need, and I have what I want, and this is the last frame that I want to save to zoom out on. So what I'm going to do is actually click the end of the video, hit my arrow key left so I get my last frame. I'm going to press Save Snapshot to File, and I'm going to do Freeze Frame. Right, so now it's on my desktop, and it's also going to be my project here, and I'm just going to drag and drop this below, right there, okay? So I dropped it. Now, how long do I want this freeze thing to go? Maybe around there. I'm going to just go ahead and stop the play, drag this to where that line was. And okay, that's pretty much the initial setup, okay? Now what I need to do is actually crop myself out of this screenshot, this freeze frame. And to do this, I'm going to actually use Adobe Photoshop. So I'm going to right click the image off my desktop or wherever the image got saved, go to Open with Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so we're on Photoshop, and you can see how bad my focus is now. It really makes a difference. But okay, all I need to do is actually crop myself out of this. And to do this, we're going to go to the Quick Selection tool, and what we're going to do is just go ahead and make a selection of myself right there. Hold Alt and click and drag so I can deselect stuff, whatever I don't need. Okay, whatever's around me, just like that. Very simple. And I think this right here needs to be cut out because that's not part of me. Alright, so I think that's an okay selection, at least for demonstration purposes. If you're in CS5, what you can do is go to Refine Edge, and then it'll take you out like that. Go to Smart Radius, you get a little bit of Smart Radius, so it gets a better selection, and click OK. Actually go to Output to New Layer, and click OK. Or what you could have done is when you had the selection active, just right click, and you could have gone to Layer via Copy, okay, and that would have given you pretty much the same thing that we have right here. Alright, so now we just have myself cut out of this image, okay, and I'm going to right click this layer and go to Blending Options and go to Stroke. Now this stroke is actually too big here, so I'm going to make it smaller, and you can make this any color you want, but I think white works the best, so I'm going to go to white, okay, and click OK. And that's what it's going to look like. I just made this layer visible at the bottom, and I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to click off, and okay, we're ready to save this up. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, And I can actually save this to my desktop and just save it as a freeze frame as well. And leave it as a PSD if you want. Click Save. Alright. So now I have the PSD of my freeze frame. I'm going to drag that into Sony Vegas. It's great because Sony Vegas accepts PSD files. I love that about it. And I'm actually going to right click and insert a video track and drag the freeze frame PSD onto the top track here. And just, there we go. See how I just kind of evenly matched it? Alright. So now if I play this, I freeze. See that? And I have my outline now. Now if I didn't have this layer on the bottom, it would be like a black background and that wouldn't look so good. Alright, the next thing we need to do is actually add the animation of me getting bigger as the video goes on for this selected amount of time. And to do this, we're actually going to go over here to Event, Pan/Crop. Okay, and just to prep up, I'm going to hold Alt, wheel out a bit so I get, more space to work with. I want this one to be a bit smaller. And move it over so I can see my preview. Alright, make sure I'm at the very beginning. See this timeline down here? Make sure I'm at the very beginning. And I like to create keyframe even though one's already created for me. Great. Now I'm going to move this all the way to the end. Just before the end actually, so I can see. So it's not black in the preview. Just before the end. And I'm going to make myself grab one of these corners and bring it in some. And see in the preview how I'm getting bigger? Well, I want to get it around, I don't know, I'm going to say right there. And I'm going to drag myself to about right there. I don't want my top of the head to get cut off like that. So there we go. And I want to make sure that I'm actually covering myself in the original video. Okay. Now I'm going to create another keyframe. And now if I go ahead and pan here, you can see me getting bigger as we go on. Okay. Now make sure that you grab this keyframe here and put it to the very end. It's very important. Alright, so there is our animation of me getting bigger. Let's go ahead and X out of this. We don't need this anymore. And if we play this, it's you can see in the preview I'm getting bigger in the file. It's a pretty cool effect. Alright, so there's another thing we did here with this bottom video. We actually changed the color of it. And to do this, what I'm going to do is make sure I'm on this layer and it's selected. See how this layer is selected now. Click the fourth layer. Go to this track effects button, click that, and I'm going to actually go to color balance. Double click that and click OK. And now make sure in my timeline, okay, this bar here is somewhere where this is active, and now I can play with the colors. Actually play with the blue color right there. Go to highlights. Okay, and you can actually change this color to whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's whatever you like. I think I'm going to keep it right there. Alright, so now you can see, if I play the video, it changes color. And it kind of lets me stand out a bit more. It's really cool. Alright, the last thing we need is actually the text. And to do this, it's very simple. First of all, before I leave, I'm going to right click and insert a new video track so we can get it ready for the text. Okay, now we're going to minimize Sony Vegas, go into Adobe Photoshop, and I actually already created this, but very easy. All I did was created a new project. I made it 1280 by 720 because that's the size of my video. Okay, that way I can see how big the text will be in relation to the video. All I did was added some black text, added a white bar behind it, and merged these two layers together. Control T to free transform it. Okay, let me show you. Control T. And I just rotated it like this, got it how I wanted it, simply went with the eraser tool and erased a few bits of it. Let me go and show you what that looks like right now. Okay, see how a few bits of it are actually erased? Don't need this actually. And that's it. I just made Jerry Gonzalez. I made a whole nother one called Channel Owner, positioned them how I wanted, save it as a PSD, very simple, and I made it and I saved it as title. Let's go and open up Sony Vegas. And I'm going to bring over this so I can see my project then. Bring in title, drop it in, great, and just drop that on top on that layer that we made. Now I'm going to resize this down to our video right there. Great. Now if I play this over, boom, see how my name shows up. Only one thing missing from that text. I actually added a transition, and if you don't have transitions up here, in your options already, go to View, Transitions, or Alt-7, and we're going to go to Gradient Wipe, and I actually used Nebulous. Click and hold, drag it down to the beginning of the text layer right there, and there we go. If I play this over, there we go. The text shows up all nice and cool like that. And there we go. That's the effect that that we made, that you saw in the beginning of the video. Alright, very, very simple. All done in Sony Vegas and Photoshop. And I'm telling you guys, it's very, very easy to do this. It took quite a while for me to explain it, but trust me, if you do it on your own, and if you've done it a few times, it'll be very easy for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And if you actually did make this effect and you're proud to show off your work, make it as a video response to this video. I'm always happy to see what you guys create from my video tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, thumb up, comment, and subscribe.